Rome hated kings. It swore never to bow to one man again. And yet, one man rose above them all. A general, a politician, a conqueror. Julius Caesar, the man who crossed a river and changed history forever. Caesar was not born emperor. He was born into debt, into politics, into a Rome where power belonged to the ruthless. But he had something others feared: ambition. Then came Gaul, a land Rome feared to control. Caesar marched north and transformed himself into legend. Year after year, battle after battle, he conquered tribes, cities, entire nations, and Rome began to fear the very man it once celebrated. Victories made Caesar powerful, too powerful. The Senate whispered his name in fear, because Rome remembered something dangerous: popular generals become dictators. Then Rome gave the command: disband your army, return home, submit to the Senate. Caesar understood what that meant. If he obeyed, he would lose everything. And so, he arrived at the river Rubicon, a small river, but one that separated peace from civil war. Roman law forbade generals from crossing it with an army. Once crossed, there would be no return. For a moment, history stood still. One choice could destroy Rome or remake it forever. And then Caesar stepped forward. Then he spoke the words that would echo across 2,000 years. The die is cast, and Rome crossed into destiny. The moment Caesar crossed the Rubicon, Rome split in two: brother against brother, general against general, the Republic against the man who would reshape it forever. And standing against Caesar was Rome's greatest commander, Pompey Magnus, the hero of Rome, celebrated, respected, feared, a man once allied with Caesar, now forced to destroy him, because Rome could not survive with two giants. As Caesar advanced, Rome panicked, senators fled, nobles escaped. Entire cities opened their gates without a fight, because Caesar moved faster than fear itself. But Pompey did not stay. He retreated east, gathering armies, preparing for one final confrontation. And Caesar followed, across the sea, across nations, toward destiny. Then, in Greece, the armies met. Pompey commanded more men, more cavalry, more supplies. Every advantage belonged to Rome's chosen hero. But Caesar had something else: legions that would follow him into hell itself. Before the battle, Caesar looked upon his men, tired, outnumbered, far from home, and he reminded them they were not fighting for survival. They were fighting for history. Then, Rome attacked Rome. Shield crashed against shield. Steel tore through steel. And the Republic began tearing itself apart. Pompey trusted his cavalry. Caesar anticipated it. Hidden reserves struck suddenly, shattering Pompey's flank. And in a single moment, victory changed sides, and Pompey, the great hero of Rome, broke. His army collapsed. His men fled. And for the first time, the Republic realized Caesar could not be stopped. Caesar entered the aftermath victorious, not as servant of the Republic, but as the most powerful man in Rome. And Rome would never be free from him again. Pompey fled south, across the sea, to Egypt, hoping its young king would protect him. But kingdoms do not protect the weak. They survive. And when Caesar arrived, Egypt offered him a gift: Pompey's severed head. And then Caesar met her, Cleopatra, young, brilliant, dangerous, a queen fighting for survival, inside a kingdom drowning in betrayal. Legend says she entered Caesar's chambers in secret, smuggled through the palace, hidden inside cloth, not as a prisoner, but as a player. Because Cleopatra understood something few rulers ever do: power. is won before the battle begins. They were different in every way: Roman, Egyptian, general, queen. But together, they became unstoppable. Caesar restored Cleopatra to the throne, and Egypt became his ally. But Egypt was not at peace. Enemies surrounded the palace. Rebellions spread through the city, and suddenly, Caesar found himself trapped, far from Rome, far from reinforcements, fighting for survival inside a burning kingdom. During the chaos, fire spread across the city, and with it, one of history's greatest tragedies, the Library of Alexandria. Knowledge gathered across centuries, consumed by flames. But Caesar survived. His reinforcements arrived. The rebellion collapsed, and Cleopatra became Queen of Egypt once more. Soon after, a child was born, Caesarion, son of Cleopatra, possibly son of Caesar himself. And suddenly, Rome feared something greater than war: a dynasty. Caesar returned to Rome stronger than ever, victorious in war. Master of Egypt, loved by the people, feared by the Senate. And now, many whispered a forbidden word: King. Caesar returned to Rome, not as a servant of the Republic, but as its master. Victories followed him. Crowds worshipped him. Statues rose in his honor. And slowly, Rome stopped treating him like a man and began treating him like something more. He reshaped the Republic, reformed laws, rebuilt cities, expanded citizenship. Even the calendar itself would carry his influence for thousands of years. To many, he was saving Rome. To others, he was becoming a king. Then came the moment Rome feared most. During a public celebration, a crown was offered to Caesar. Once, twice, again. And though he refused it, the message was clear. The Republic was dying. Behind marble walls, fear spread. Senators whispered in shadows, because Rome remembered its oldest hatred: kings. And now, they believed Caesar wanted the throne, and among them was Brutus, a man Caesar trusted, a man many believed. He loved like a son, but loyalty breaks easily inside frightened republics. Some warned Caesar. Letters arrived, rumors spread, friends begged caution. But power changes men, and Caesar believed himself untouchable. March 15th, 44 BC. The Senate gathered. Caesar entered, without fear, without guards, without knowing. History had already chosen this day. Then the knives appeared. One strike, then another. Chaos exploded across the Senate floor, and Caesar fought, not against enemies, but against friends. And then Caesar saw him, Brutus. In that moment, the pain was no longer political. It was personal. Et tu, Brute? Then, the most powerful man in Rome fell. The conspirators believed they had saved Rome, but they were wrong. Because Caesar's death did not restore the Republic, it destroyed it. Civil war returned. Empires rose. And from Caesar's ashes came the Roman Empire.